Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is the G.I. Joe classified B.A.T, the B.A.T, one of Cobra's big baddies, a favorite of so many. Hasbro has hooked us up with a whole bunch of figures celebrating their 2021 releases and reveals. This is one of the figures recently revealed and will be out, I think, relatively soon in stores. To say I'm excited to have this in my hands is an understatement. Like, the Bat was such a cool thing when it came out. I remember when it was originally released, way back in the day. It was a figure I always wanted. I had lots of cool like extensions and parts, and this was just such a cool addition to the G.I. Joe lore. Like, it took, I think, Cobra's troops to the next level. And to say I'm excited for the G.I. Joe classified version of this is an understatement. When this was announced, I think I squealed a little bit. I think all of us squealed when we actually saw it. First we do the stand test, always do the stand test, and that's no problem. Let's check out the feet, side to side, a little bit up and down, not a whole lot. Lower leg, there is some movement to the side, and let's check out the knees. Very stiff, but you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It is double jointed. It doesn't look like, it just looks like this one's a little bit stiff to get the double joint working. There we go. So this one worked no problem. So it's just, you know, a little bit stiff of the joints. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's look at the hips, kind of the movement we'd expect from it. We get some movement at the waist, a little bit, and then up and down. This figure's a little stiff, not a big deal. Up for the arm, full movement. There's movement at the top of the arm, and then the elbow itself. This one's not double jointed. Yeah, this one is double jointed. I'm gonna guess this one's actually double jointed as well. Yep, this one's double jointed as well. That's actually really cool. Holy crap, that detail. Wrists is lots of movement. This might be some of the most movement I've seen off of a figure for a while, and then head back and forth, up and down a little bit. It doesn't look like the chest comes off or does anything. All right, let's talk about the detail. The details in this is awesome. Like, one, it captures the old school figure really, really well. Coloring, look, everything. When you want to talk about the detail, like, I'm just gonna point to the elbow. Like, look at the gear on the elbow. It looks like, you know, piston, I guess it would be piston, making the elbow actually kind of move. I mean, that is just such a small detail, but such an awesome detail that, like, it kind of makes the figure. Then you get the electronics on the wrist and the arm, and then, of course, you get the electronics on the front chest and some on the back. I mean, detail-wise, this figure is fantastic. Like, those elbows alone are so good, and then you get the hands, just very T2 Terminator type hands, and it's such a cool thing to witness and be able to pick up in a larger scale. And hopefully you can tell that I'm like really pumped and excited for this figure. All right, let's talk about accessories. What does it come with? We have the backpack, where you can have, where you can obviously put a lot of stuff. They put in some thought here of being able to carry around your materials. So I'm gonna show that off. We have front plates. We have one that's fixed and no damage at all, and then another front plate that is battle damaged. Very cool, small detail. Again, this is a line where a lot of the enjoyment of it's coming out of the small detail that is part of it. As far as weapons, not tons on this one, but at least not pistols-wise. We do have a pistol. Now the big question, can we put the pistol in the holster? And the answer is yes. Even with the hand, you can make it look like it's pulling the pistol out of the holster, which is really, really cool. Next we're going to go, because I know what we all actually want. We want the arms extensions. We have an extra head. If you got a battle damaged chest, I feel like you gotta go with the battle damaged head. actually not as big of a fan of the battle damage head. I don't know why. It's not quite my thing. I like the old school head. I really like the old school head. There we go. But really, let's face it, it's all about the extensions that we've got for the figure. Alright, so we've got, hand comes off easily. You've got the claw. Doesn't open, so that maybe is the only negative. Like the claw doesn't actually open and close. This would be like figure of the year material for next year if the claw actually opened up and closed. We've got this laser. It's a frickin' laser beam, which is pretty cool. And then finally, a flamethrower as well. So, you know, you got a lot of options as far as what you want to do with your figure. Now the question is, does the left hand come off? And the answer is, oh, of course it does. Why wouldn't you have both hands come off? This is awesome. This is such a cool figure. Lots of extras. It captures the classic version of the figure. And what's even cooler is you can carry the extras in the backpack and load up your bat for battle. This is a hell of a figure. If you've not ordered it, if you've been debating on if you want to order it, I would say don't miss out. Like, it's already, I think, sold out on... Pretty sure it's sold out on Hasbro. I think it's sold out on Target. This is going to be one that I think all the G.I. Joe fans are going to want to get. This is awesome. This would be a figure I would go and build a collection around and get a whole bunch because, well, you need to go take on Joe somehow. Really, really cool. This is such a cool release. It has lived up to everything I expected of it, and then some. Out soon. I don't believe it's out now, but it'll be out soon. You definitely should order it ASAP. We'll have links underneath this video where you can purchase your own. Some of them might be affiliate links. If they are, you know, we do get a small percentage by doing that to support our site, though. Thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank Hasbro for hooking us up with this review copy. This is such an awesome figure. I'm definitely having flashbacks to my childhood with this one, and super, super pumped. So thank you, Hasbro. Thank you so much. This is one of the figures I absolutely wanted. So score. If you are into G.I. Joe, if you're into comics in general, Hasbro, toys, whatever, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, yo, Joe and Cobra! Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.